everyone. My name is Chloe, and today I'm here to do the Get to Know Me in 25 Questions tag. So I was tagged by Krista at Books and Jams, not really directly, but she did this tag, and she said everybody that was in her Slump Busters video do the tag. And so I was in that video, and so I'm going to do the tag. So I feel like I am a pretty open book, and if you've been watching this channel for a while, you probably know a fair amount about me. I went through a year or two, maybe a year and a half, I don't know, of vlogging, pretty much always. And so in that, you get to find out a lot about my life. And like I said, I'm a pretty open book. So some of this you may already know, but some you may not. So let's just get into the questions. So what is your channel about? So my channel name is Always Booked, and it is primarily a bookish channel. I talk about books mostly and book tags, things I like about books, books I'm going to read, books I did read, books I thought about, all that kind of stuff. But like I said, I really love to vlog. I love doing that. And so it becomes kind of a lifestyle when I do that too. I'm always talking about the books I read, but I also talk about what I do with my kids and all that kind of stuff. So mostly bookish, slightly lifestyle. That's what my channel is about. How old are you? I just had a birthday and I turned 33, which on my birthday I was like, how old am I? Because I feel like now that I'm like older, past 21, I guess, I feel like at the start of a new year, I like think about how old I'm going to be that year. And so I just like assume I'm that age. So I thought I was 33 prior to this, but no, I'm 33. What is your relationship status? I am married. We have been married almost 6 years. My husband is home, and he's way better at like anniversaries and dates and that kind of stuff. But we got married in 2016, so we've been married almost 6 years. Did you go to college? What's your occupation? Yes, I went to college, and then I went to college and got my degree in elementary education, and I went and taught kindergarten for a year, and then I decided to go get my master's degree in Texas, and I got that in kinesiology and health education. So the two things I love most are teaching kids, teaching. Well, the three things I love most: teaching kids and fitness. And I am fascinated by the way the body works, and I'm really fascinated by like the way movement and your body can like impact your learning and your brain and all of that, and like your brain development. I think that is just so fascinating. So then with that, I started Girls on the Run. I started it in the area that I was living in because we did not have it at the time. This is back probably 10 years ago. And so I worked in nonprofit, and then I had my kids, and now I stay at home with my kids. So I currently am not using either degree, except I would say I am in motherhood, but not like professionally. Where are you from and where do you live? So I live currently in the Kansas City area, and I would say I'm from Kansas. My family moved here when I was 4-ish, so I've lived here the majority of my life in Kansas, except for I got my master's in Texas, so I was there for a couple years, and the first 4 years of my life we were in California, so not always, but yeah, Kansas. Looking back, what would you have told your 10-year-old self? So I think about this a lot, especially because I am the mom of girls, and so what kind of things do I want them to know that I maybe didn't know? And I think that is like really deep. And I watched Krista's tag, but I didn't think through these questions before. But I would just tell her, like, you do you, girl. And like, you are perfect. You are exactly the way God made you. You are this way for a reason. Like, God does not make mistakes, and he made you this way. So like, if I could have like really pounded that into my head at 10 years old, I feel like I would have had an easier time at times, and still would have an easier time. And that's kind of what I really want to pound into my girls' heads is like, you were made exactly the way you are, and God does not make mistakes. So you are exactly how you're supposed to be. Tell us about your family. So I, like I said, am married and have been married for 6 years to Jeremy. That's his name. And we have 2 girls currently. We have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And I'm 21 weeks pregnant at the time of filming this with our 3rd child. So that's our family. It's chaotic, but it's fun. And yeah, we're all in the mad rush right now of summer, and actually just about to go to swimming lessons. So you probably hear a little chatter in the background. But what is your favorite holiday? So I'm going to say Christmas, of course, because it's just like the spirit of Christmas is so great. And like I love December 1st through the 24th just as much as I love the 25th. In fact, maybe even more, because I just love the spirit of Christmas. I love all the decor. I go pretty hardcore with the decor and just like the magic of it and all the things going on. And like it's just so fun. It is so fun. And seeing it through my kids' eyes is a whole new thing. And it's definitely different as a parent and as an adult, just because it is a lot of work for Christmas, but it's so magical that it's like, it's worth it. But the other thing I'm going to say is Memorial Day, because I feel like Memorial Day, one, is low key, no pressure, no gifts, no like set stuff you have to do. Really what we do, like it's the kickoff of summer. So we live pretty close to a couple different lakes, and so going to lake or grilling, barbecuing, having like this Memorial Day, we had friends over. We played yard games. We had the pool out, like the blow up pool out for the kids, and it was just so fun. And like I feel like that really like is so exciting because it's the start of summer, and so Memorial Day is my like low key favorite holiday. Let's see. You have no budget. What is your dream vacation? So as you ask me right now, I mean, I have a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and I'm 21 weeks pregnant. So my dream vacation is like a week in my bedroom by myself, taking lots of naps. But seriously, I think my dream vacation would be like Australia and New Zealand, just because I want to go there. I know there's a lot to do there. The beaches are obviously beautiful, all of that kind of stuff. But if I would ever go that far, I would need the money to go like first class, because I am not a good traveler. I hate sitting still for long periods of time. And I don't know how I would do that. And so I would need like a pretty bougie flight over if I was going to do that. So I would also want to stay for a couple weeks, because that's like jet lag and all that kind of stuff. So I would say if money was not an object and time was not an object, I would go to Australia and New Zealand. Both. I would do both. Let's see. Name your biggest pet peeves. So, gosh, I don't know. I feel like I have a ton. And people who walk and or drive slowly, that is annoying. Like when you take up the whole sidewalk and just like meander, that's really annoying. Or driving slow in the left lane. Or, gosh, I'm trying to think. When somebody says they're going to do something and then they don't, that is like my number one pet peeve probably. Like, just do what you say you're going to do, or don't say it. That's it. I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of pet peeves, especially pregnant. Like I'm like exceptionally irritable sometimes. So yikes. What book changed your life? So I think Krista said this too, but I think the only book I can really say is the Bible. Because that's like your guidebook for living. And I feel like that has really like formed my life. But otherwise, I really like to read for entertainment. And like, I feel like every book that I read teaches me something, or like helps me identify with a character or something, but none stand out as like, this book changed my life. Especially like, I do like nonfiction. Like I like self-helpy books. I like religious nonfiction, all that kind of stuff. So all of those I feel like shape your life and kind of shape who you are. But none that like radically changed my life. So I don't really have an answer to that. What simple invention improved the world? So I feel like I'm very much a person of like creature comforts. And so I feel like I have a lot. Indoor plumbing, I think, would be huge. Like that would be really big. My daughter just pulled something off the fridge. Uh-oh. Okay, thank you, baby. Okay, thank you. So indoor plumbing, electricity, all that kind of stuff has really changed the world, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I am definitely a person of creature comfort. So like everything, microwaves, I don't know. Favorite movies and TV shows. So since having kids, I feel like I don't watch anything because I just can't stay awake, and I would prefer to read. So I love sitcoms. And like a lot of times I will rewatch Friends, King of Queens, Roseanne, Sex and the City. I don't really rewatch that much, but I have watched all of them at one point. Everybody Loves Raymond, all of those kind of things. And I definitely am more of a TV person than a movie person, again, because I have the attention span of like a fruit fly. And so sitting still for a whole movie is really hard for me. And the only time I do it is if I'm either sick or tired, in which case I fall asleep. But there are some like classics that I really love, like Father the Bride, Titanic, just those kind of things, I guess. But I really am like not up on the times with TV and movies. Describe yourself using 3 fictional characters. So this is really hard. Really hard. So what Krista did is she said 2, I think, and then asked you guys to, or like us as her viewers, to fill in the 3rd. So I think I'll do that. So I would say, I'm thinking about like some of my favorite books, because I feel like sometimes my favorite books are my favorite books because I can relate a whole lot to the character. So Macy, I think was her name, from Love and Other Words. I definitely identify with her. She is a pediatrician, I think. Like, she works with kids and health, and she is, as a kid, she's like pretty bookish. Her and the guy, I can't remember his name, but they meet in like a bookish way. And then she, now as an adult, is like just kind of head down, heart tucked away, doing all of her things that she needs to do. And she's really ambitious, and I don't know, kind of like non-emotional sometimes. I don't know. Definitely like ambitious, kid-focused, health-focused, bookish. I don't know. I would say her. And I would say from Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, I would say I'm a combo of like Bridget and Lena. Bridget, because she really likes sports and athletics and that kind of stuff, and she's a little tomboy-y in that way. And Lena, because she's like kind of creative and introspective. I'm definitely an extrovert, but I'm very like introspective about things, and I feel like she kind of is too. She's also kind of like family focused, and they all kind of are, but I would say maybe a mix from them. So then for the 3rd, I want you guys to tell me, think of a character. What would you guys think? I mean, I thought of like Hermione. That one's kind of stereotypical because I do love rules, and I love following the rules, and I'm bookish, and like I was probably Hermione in school for sure. So, I mean that, but let me know if you can think of other ones that you think of when you think of me. I'm really curious. What was your dream job? So as a kid, I was kind of a showboat. Like, I really wanted to be a singer or an actress. I went through some stages of wanting to be an author. And like, I remember as a kid, I would like draw and write kids' books. But now I'm like, no, creative writing is not my thing. I don't know. Like, I like writing in like blog style, but like never like creative writing. I just don't think I could ever do that. And the thought of it sounds more like overwhelming than joyful. But I do really like creative things. And so teaching was also a dream job, and I love teaching. Like I said, I love it, and I love the creativity that comes with it. I just really don't like the politics of schools right now, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever go back. We are strongly considering homeschooling our girls, so maybe I can kind of do it that way. But yeah, that is those were my dream jobs as a kid and kind of growing up. If magic was real, what spell would you learn first? So this one's too easy for me. It would be like teleportation, because like I said, I'm not a great traveler. I really don't like spending long periods of time in the car or in the plane or whatever. My kids are also really not the best travelers. I think part of that is COVID, because they've both had like 2 years of not traveling a lot. So now they're not great when they have to. So it's a lot of like, mama, 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 when we go very short distances even. So if I could teleport us, I would go. I love traveling. I love going new places. I hate traveling. So that is my answer for that. Share a favorite childhood memory. So, as a kid, I have 3 older brothers and an older sister and 2 older sisters. But one of the like I remember one of them, he's 3 years older than me. My dad coached all three of the boys in baseball, and so I got drugged to a lot of baseball games. But maybe it was my no, it was my second middle brother. He one of the boys on his team had a little sister who was my age, and to this day she is one of my very, very best friends. So I mean, we did friendship bracelets together, we did all sorts of things like behind the bleachers, when we were starting at 6 years old. And in fact, tomorrow we are going back to our hometown to see her because she lives in Tennessee now, and she's coming to see her parents with her two little kids, and so I'm bringing my two little kids, and we're going to meet up there. So that's a favorite childhood memory, just time with her. And then just our friendship that has grown with us since we were 5 or 6 years old. And just like all of my friendships, definitely. And watching that, like now in retrospect, watching those grow. Also, as a family, we went to a really junky little lake by where we lived when I was growing up. And we all kind of hated it, like growing up, because it was just a crummy little lake and stuff. But now looking back, those were such good times. And like it's a tiny little lake, and so like we had a friend who had a house like on the lake, so there's a dock in the backyard. Like now I would love to go to that house, but at the time I was like, eh. But it was a really fun time, and we always went out on the boat, and like I don't know why we were such jerks about complaining about it because it was a great time. Let's see. What is your favorite social media platform and why? So I have two answers for this because as a I would say it's the same. As a creator, definitely YouTube. I get really overwhelmed with the idea of like posting on Instagram, posting on TikTok. I don't do any of that. I mean, I have an Instagram. Some of you guys follow me. It's always linked down below, but it is mostly like it's a mix of personal and bookish. I don't post on there like hardly ever. So YouTube is definitely my favorite for like a creator because I love making videos. I love talking to you guys. I love the comments, all of that. As a consumer, I love YouTube too because I feel like the people I watch, some of them I actually am friends with, and some of them I just feel like I'm friends with. And I watch YouTube while I work out in the morning, and it entertains me. I would be lost without YouTube. Instagram is also one that I love because I spend a lot of time on it. It's just scrolling. I find recipes I like. I find like I catch up with friends that way. I find all sorts of things like books I like. I find so much stuff on Instagram. So as a consumer, YouTube and Instagram are both big for me. I use Facebook. It's 100% personal. And I don't use it that much, but yeah. Let's see. If you could pick any book character, who would you spend the day with? So I don't know. Honestly, I would say like one of my favorite genres is women's fiction. And I think because like I love either strong sister relationships or strong female friendship, and really like any strong group of friends, female friends, I would love to spend the day with because like I said, I'm very social and I love like nothing fills my cup more than spending time with girlfriends and or my sisters, like because they kind of are girlfriends. So I would say any like group of female friends that are low drama, having fun. Probably a mommy group at this point because that's just kind of what my life is like. But yeah. What is your spirit animal? So I would say like maybe it's cliche, but like a dog, just because I'm like just want to hang out with you. I just want to hang out. Like I'm just happy go lucky. Just want to hang out, have fun. I'm definitely like a companion animal. So yeah, I would say that kind of average, like, yeah, golden retriever or something. What old person thing do you do? All of them, all of them. Like, Jeremy and I have had multiple conversations where we're like, holy moly, it is 10 o'clock, and we're like mind boggled that we're awake. And so I typically go to bed when the girls go to bed, which in the summer especially is like 9 o'clock. So I'm definitely in bed by 9:30 every night. Do you have a hidden talent? So no, I don't. I don't think I do. I really don't. I mean, I multitask really well, but I feel like a lot of moms, women, people do. So no. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So In 5 years, ideally, we would probably have 4 kids. I think that's kind of what we want. And right now, we've got every 2 years. So we'll have this one in October, and then maybe in 2 more years have another one. That sounds really like overwhelming right now in the midst of pregnancy. But so probably, like, I would love if life was very similar to this, just with a couple more kids, maybe. So probably homeschooling my kids because I'll have 9, 7, 5, and 3 hypothetically. So I don't know, doing pretty much the same thing we're doing now. Share an item and tell us its significance. So obviously I knew this one was coming because I watched Krista's video. So in this room that I'm in, it is like my office, library, crafty room. So there's really not much in here, and I did not like prepare long enough ahead to like find something throughout the house. So this is in here though. So this is our turkey. Her name is Tilly. She's not laminated, and she probably should be because we use her every Thanksgiving, and every day of November we add at least one feather to her of things we're grateful for. And we have done this since my oldest has been like old enough to talk. So probably when she was like 2, we started it, I think. So we've done it 2 years now, and we keep Tilly just in this little shelf over here. And every November we bring her out and we add feathers to her. And so watching the things, like I have taken pictures of Tilly every year, and watching the things that my daughter says, or daughters now say, is so fun. So we love Tilly, and Tilly the turkey. She is a member of our family. So that is that. And then let's see, now tag some people. So I don't know who all has done this. I don't even know how old this tag is. If I can find the original, I will. But if you haven't done this tag and want to, I would love to know, because you guys, I'm so nosy. I would love to know like all of these things and more about all of you. So if you have a channel, I'll link all the questions below regardless. If you have a channel, please make this video. If you don't have a channel, write out the answers for me down below, because I would love to know. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to let me know your answers, and we'll see you in the next one.